well for our country.
It started with such high expectations, didn't it? Everybody there in Munich in the sunshine, celebrating, drinking the city out of beer. Then we got battered 5-1 by Germany, and then Switzerland and Hungary came, and the rest is a fairly unpleasant history on the pitch, but happy memories for so many people off it. I'm joined now by three people I met over there. I want to pick over what was, memorable, if not wholly successful campaign. Bill Leckie's a writer and columnist, of course, for the Scottish Sun. Iain Emerson's from the famous Tartan Army magazine, and Elliot Husband's a member of the Tartan Army too. Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Listen, we met at various points in Munich, didn't we? Bill, let me come to you first. When you listen back to Liam McLeod's commentary there, lamenting Scotland's performances, is that what you'll remember from the Euros?
Yeah, to be honest, it's better now, Martin. But there was a spell there in the end of the summer and through the start of the autumn when I had gone a bit Shakespearean and I refused to mention the tournament. It was just the German event, I called it, because it was just so horrible, the whole thing. You were so built up for the whole thing, and it went, and it wasn't even the fact that we went out; it was the way we went out. We were so poor. We played such Scotland-like football under Steve Clarke, and look at it, and it makes it even worse now that we see how we've picked back up and the way we're playing again and on the front foot. We were just on the back foot and everything, and the way the manager spoke and the way the team played, everything was just apart from sitting down with you in Munich in the square that day before the game, it was pretty awful.
No, it was quite the trip though. Iain Emerson from the famous Tartan Army magazine. Bill is lamenting what happened on the pitch. Let me come to you for a quick refresher on what happened off it, because those days before the football, it's always better before the football. Those days in Munich were quite something, weren't they? The Tartan Army were at their best.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. When I met you in, was it Marienplatz? We were having a beer, a nice cold German beer. Well, we were anyway. And, our hopes were high and we were so looking forward to it. Thousands upon thousands of Scotland fans, the bagpipes, everything. Everybody was in a great mood. And it was just a fantastic occasion. As Bill said, we actually hammered the first game, obviously, and that was, and we didn't really recover from that. So that was a massive, massive pity. But in our magazine, the photographs and the stories that came back from all the fans, and also the feedback from the Germans, it was just the venue. Germany was in a fantastic venue, and going forward, I don't know if we'll ever have that again. It's going to be spread out, the tournaments in the future. But that event, Germany was a perfect country to welcome the Tartan Army, and as you say, no Scotland. No Scotland, no party. We were there for the party, but the results fell flat, so that was the most disappointing thing.
Exactly, Elliot. You're a Tartan Army foot soldier. It does feel like we're back now, though, doesn't it? I mean, you get an appetite for it after a tournament like that. Crikey, I go back to Euro '96 and before following Scotland, but it feels like we can't not be there in future, doesn't it? After that.
Well, that's it. That's definitely it a bit. I have the same reflections that the other two have as well. It's dangerous that we end up in a sense of entitlement that we belong here, having qualified back to back for Euros. But it does feel like a corner's been turned. I think most people would have sat into two camps. One was delighted to be there, and then as soon as we're there, we want to get out the group. We want to make an impact, and obviously that's where the big disappointment comes from. And we can reflect on having had a great time. I was 9 at France '98, and I thought the next one was just around the corner, and I waited the best part of 23 years to then go and see it at Hathel Hamden. Well, not even. So getting to Germany it feels like you say once in a lifetime. In some ways it is, because some of the people that you were able to go with, and I'm not just speaking on behalf of myself, it's families and friends the world over. That was the one and only chance that we'd be able to do it, in a proper footballing country, that treats fans well, that has decent infrastructure, even if their trains were utterly dreadful, that just everything about it was perfect, except for, the football, and probably the less said about that, the better.
Well,
and, unlike Bill, I haven't watched the Germany game back, and I never will.
Well, yeah, let's leave that. Some things are best left untouched. But let time pile on top of it, and let's bury that memory. Bill, let's then look forward, because today, the turn of a year, it's about as much about looking forward as looking back. World Cup 2026. I mean, what a mouth-watering prospect that is. North America, our group, Portugal or Denmark. Greece, and we play the losers of Portugal or Denmark, don't we? Greece and Belarus. I mean, we always go into these things as Scotland thinking, well, we'll win that one, we'll draw that one, and we'll get a lucky result away that we don't expect. Do you think we can get through to this tournament?
Yes, I do. And I think it'd be fantastic if we got through. We need to get to another World Cup. As the boys have said, though, one of the disappointments or one of the sort of negatives if we get there, and we'll think about that once we get there, is you're now going to a tournament played basically across half the world. It's South America, North America, Mexico, Central America. It's enormous, and the idea of all being together in one place, like as we were in Germany, it's not probably going to happen again. However, let's get there and then let's worry about where we're going to be. I think we can. Yes, I think this is a team that will hopefully mature. And we'll bring the new boys, the Ben Dokes of the world, Lennon Miller when he comes through. And by the time we're hitting our straps for those qualifiers next autumn, let's hope that we're really on a high and get there. Because to be back in the World Cup for Scotland would just be magnificent. And I would really like it for Steve Clarke, because it probably would be his last.
He's still the man to take us there, is he? No question about that.
Well, do you know, I felt when we came back, the way he had been in Germany was very withdrawn, he was very negative, and I wondered whether it was a kind of end of days for him. But you know, he has rebuilt and he's come back into himself. He has been much more communicative, and he has got the team playing and the way we want them to play again. And I would say he is very much the man to get us there.
All right, Iain Emerson, Bill was talking about the spread, and you were talking about the spread earlier on as well, of these tournaments now spread right across North and South America, the next World Cup. But, I mean, if there's 50,000 Scotland fans, they're only ever in one city at one time, and you don't really see beyond those city limits, do you? So how much does it detract, the fact that there is a big geographical spread? The focus is on the town that your game's in, surely.
Yeah, but there's a lot of travel involved, a lot of expense involved. It's not ideal. You want to be in the one country and, just get totally embrace that country's culture and just get really involved in it. Obviously, if we get there, we won't be complaining. I've never been to Mexico, so I look forward to that.
Listen, those boys who went to Argentina in 1978 are still there. Can't be that bad.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But, it's something to really look forward to. And just go back to the football. I mean, our campaign to get to the Euros, we won the first 5 games and we're the only team to beat Spain in the whole competition. So we can perform at the very best. We can get these results. And we recently got 2 fantastic results against Croatia and Poland. So Stevie Clarke, definitely, I think, let's move forward. I think we can qualify, like Bill just said there. But it's not going to be easy. And we've got Greece to play 4 times next year. Next year. Twice in the qualifier. So we'll get a feel of them, UEFA Nations League qualifier. We've got them twice in March. So we'll get a feel about where we stand with them, because it'll be close, the games with them as well.
That's for sure. Look, we've got the potential as a country to win when nobody expects us to, and also to lose when nobody expects us to. Elliot, husband, very quickly, are you planning a trip around the World Cup 2026? You expecting to be there?
I'm an eternal optimist, so I absolutely would hope to be there. I'm sure the wife will give me the time off again without any complaints. I would reiterate which has been said. I think we're a better side now than the team that beat Spain, and that's with a few people missing. So I think we can certainly look at 2025 far better than we were looking at it in July of this year.
That's the spirit. Optimism right up to the kickoff. Brilliant, guys. Thanks very much indeed for helping us to reflect and look forward. Bill Leckie there, Iain Emerson and Elliot Husband. Lots of excitement later in this year when Scotland get back on proper international duty.